Coach Haas, thanks so much for your time today. I want to jump right into it. Talk to me a little bit about how the preseason has gone for you guys, and any comments on how camp has gone and how you feel about the team so far.
Yeah, camp went really, really well. The big thing for us, obviously, is always staying healthy. And, we came out of camp with no major injuries. Came together real well as a team. We got a great group of older guys that are doing a great job of leading. Some good younger guys that have bought in right away, and it's fun to see them click and gel. Had a scrimmage last week, Wednesday, against St. Francis. That went really well. Was excited to see some of the guys and their performances, and really a lot of those guys, how they've grown, from the last time we saw them play football last November until last Wednesday was great to see some of that physical development from the weight room, as well as understanding the speed of the college game. So it's been a great camp so far, and we're excited to see, where the season takes us.
Every team, Coach, every year you lose talent that graduates. Can you talk a little bit about some of the underclassmen that you're going to have your eye out to step up and really kind of help the team this year?
Yeah, for sure. We've got a lot of talented young guys. We're excited about a couple different positions. For us, quarterback last year they were freshmen. So they're still there. They're sophomores now. So they're still considered, I guess, young guys for us. But they're still competing, still doing a phenomenal job for us. It's exciting to see how much they've grown in knowledge of the offense, in timing of throws, in checks, getting us in the right plays, that kind of stuff. So excited to see what Christian and Kyle and Bryce do at the quarterback position. We've got some young, talented running backs, Nate Lee, Nasir Canty, Takumi Fred are three guys that have had really, really good camps. Receiver-wise, we were decently young last year. So Alex Jarvis comes back, Jordan Wiles comes back, Sylvia Campbell comes back for us. But we've had a couple freshmen that have showed out a little bit, especially Gavin Betts. He's a guy that can play on the edge for us, a big body as well. Tight end's been an older group for us, so those guys are all coming back from last year. We've got a good group of younger guys, but they've been a little overshadowed a bit, kind of similar on the offensive line. All five guys that start for us have started games in the past, so it's good to in those positions as well. Defensively, we're a little younger, especially the D tackle spot, but guys like Jordan Hughes and Connor O'Reilly have come in and had really, really good camps as freshmen. Mike Sneed is an end for us that could slide into tackle. That's really, really had a good camp, has been playing really, really well. In the linebacker spot, John Pettit is a guy that's really stepped up. Zach Hale, our starter, went down last year with an ACL in the fourth game of the year, and he's still on the road to recovery, and hopefully we get him back. But I tell you, John had a great spring and is playing really, really well this fall camp, which is exciting to see. The other two guys, Garrett and Chris, both started for us last year, so it's good to see them come in a little bit physically bigger, a little bit better knowledge of the defense. In the secondary-wise, that's where we were really, really young last year, started 3 freshmen out of 4. Those guys are all back, led by our senior Jake Tomzak, but those guys have made big strides as well. So it's a good group. A year of experience is huge. As you know, in college football, every year you're there, the game slows down a little bit more, and you have a little bit more knowledge of the system. So we're excited about those guys.
Yeah, and especially, you talked about the freshman quarterbacks, the fact that you have someone like Bryce Lowe who had so much experience last year that can bring it for this year. Those reps are so important in a young quarterback. Let's focus in on the offense right now. You mentioned a lot of underclassmen, but just in general, in terms of scheme, in terms of what you learned about these guys, what should fans be excited about with the Firebird offense?
I mean, big thing's going to start up front, and it always does, right? Your offensive line is going to be key to your success, and we've got, like I said, 5 guys that have all started football games for us that are all, pretty big dudes that bring some beef. They're talented. They kind of have that offensive lineman mentality, right? That you can give them a hug off the field, but you get them on the field, and they're pretty angry dudes. And so that's exciting, I should say. But we're excited to run the ball first, and I think with our talented running backs and our offensive line, we'll be able to do that. And everybody knows if you can run the ball well, it opens up so many shots for those guys in the play action game, getting 8-9 guys in the box and straight throwing the ball. And I think you'll see a lot of big plays out of our wide receivers. Sylvia Campbell's an unbelievable talent. Alex Jarvis has some incredible speed where he can get loose on the edge. And Jordan Wiles in the slot, man, he's shifty, he's strong, he can block, he does it all. So I think once we establish the run game, I think it's just going to be exciting to see, some of those shots take place and put up some big numbers in the pass game as well.
I remember all those names from last year, the wide receivers. You had so many options, so many weapons. Let's flip it over to the defense. Who are we going to expect a lot of leadership out of, and who should we be really excited about on Saturday defensively?
Yeah, I think we've got some good leaders at all levels. Up front, Marlon Sam and Jalen Reams come back as seniors, as well as John Ambrosio, who's a captain for us. They'll anchor the D-line, as veteran guys that have played a lot of football. In that linebacking core, you've got Chris DeVito and Garrett Warner, guys, again, that played a ton of football for us. That it's hard to believe they're only juniors, right? Like they've started for 2 years now. A lot of times when that happens, those guys are gone, but those guys are juniors that have played a ton of football. Garrett was an all-league kid for us last year. And then in the secondary, it's going to be Jake. He's the senior that comes back. He's going to get us in the right checks defensively. He plays unbelievably hard, really, really smart kid that he makes our defense go a little bit.
That's good. I mean, everybody knows that the CCIW is possibly the most competitive conference in Division III football. What do you guys think when you get when they put you at number 7? Kind of, does that get you guys riled up? How do you approach the season?
It probably does a little bit for some of our guys, but we know that preseason rankings really don't mean a whole lot, right? A lot of times it's how they finished last year, and that's the same order they come out, with the next year. Quite different than maybe some of those D1 guys that put a lot of time into who they recruit and who's developed and stuff like that. So it might fire them up a little bit, but our guys know that it's going to be a week in, week out battle, no matter if you're going against the preseason number 1 in the CCIW or the preseason number 9. It's going to be tough.
Yeah. Lastly, let's talk a little bit about what we're going to see this Saturday. We've got Albion in the season opener. How have you guys kind of prepared for them, and how have you scouted them? What's the game plan?
Yeah, they're a really good football team. Won the MIAA last year, went to the NCAA playoffs, and they return a bunch of guys, again, that played a bunch of football, especially at the quarterback position. That guy comes back for his 5th year, and I think maybe in his entire career he's lost 3 total games. The kid's a good player. He's really, really smart. He throws it well. It's on time, and he's got a lot of talent around him. They return some explosive wide receivers, really, really good running back, 3 out of their 5 offensive linemen. So for us defensively, we're going to have to contain the quarterback. Defense always comes down to, can you stop the run? We've got to do that first and foremost, but if we can get that guy off his spot, if we can make him make a couple bad decisions, it'll be a good day for us. And if he gets in rhythm and can make all the throws that he wants, it'll be a tough day, for our defense. Offensively, they're a 3 down front team. That's always something, in college football, it's a little bit different. So we've been prepping for that in the run game, all week long here. And again, they're a talented defensive team that, again, returns quite a few of their top tacklers, a couple guys in the secondary that played a lot for them. So it'll be key for us to establish the run early and then capitalize when we do take those shots.
Excellent. Good luck, Coach. Thank you so much.
Thanks. Thank you. It's always great being on.